how do you feel like the dating scene is the older you get? Does it get worse, or is it pretty much the same dealing with everybody?
It's pretty much the same. I hear a lot of I hear men and women actually say it's just like it's hard out here. It is hard, but it's not as hard as I think people are saying. Like, I be having me a ball. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I meet a lot. Like, I don't meet a lot of messed up men. They are just not who they. Okay, I'm gonna give you two situations.
Okay.
Of two guys that are actually really decent guys. Mm-hmm. One, he knew I worked at the station or whatever, so he finally decided to ask me out. Well, he picks me up in a car. It's a nice car. It's not anything extra, just a Benz or whatever. Nice, sweet. I'm like, oh, okay, I really like him. Well, the car he picked me up in was not his car. Mm. It was his roommate's car. Mm-hmm. Didn't know he had a roommate either. You know what I'm saying? Presented all of that. So he made it as he had more than he did. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know him, you know what I'm saying, like to even make him feel like he had to present himself that way. But we're in Atlanta, and so I guess he maybe felt like, oh, I gotta be on for her to want me or whatever, and that wasn't the case. But I had to stop talking to him because it's just like, you a liar. Like, I can't even deal with that. Then another one, I was like 26 then. I was like, I don't date guys with kids. Mm-hmm. He was like, I ain't got no kids. I'm like, cool. Couple months into talking to him, this girl has the baby. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me? And he was like, you asked me if I had kids, not if I had one on the way. Now you gotta say certain stuff to me. That's the type of stuff that you gotta deal with. Yeah. So it's like weird stuff like that. But I won't even say either one of those guys were horrible guys. One just felt like he had to be on. The other one, he was kind of full of shit, but he wasn't bad off. He had all his stuff together, had his parents in his life, and he was actually really sweet, like the type to pull your chair out and make sure you good. So it's like, that's the type of stuff you deal with, and people present themselves to be one way when in fact they're not. So when people say, oh, you can't, you don't know how to pick out men. Well, people present themselves in a certain type of way, and then 5 months later, you find out they beating on their wives and stuff. Like, it's just crazy. So, you just got to be careful. I do think, you have to have a good gift of discernment. Like, ask the right Now, I know to ask the right questions, like, you got babies on the way or what? I know that, but I don't think dating is as hard. I just think that people make it hard because a lot of times the older you get, you're just looking to settle down. So, people are like, oh, you got a job? Cool. Let's just, do what it do. But I don't think it's that hard.
At what point is it that women are ready to settle down? Is it after they realize that those early little college years and early 20 years is waning off of them, and then it's like, okay, let me hurry up and find somebody to love me for me now, after I done used my prime to get everything that I wanted out of the game, and I'm going to give you the rest of me that's left over?
I think women are always ready to settle down, honestly. Like,
No, they're not always ready to settle down. That's some BS.
No, because there really are not a lot of women. And like, there's some hoes out here. But there's not a lot of women that's just like, I'm just ready to just go fuck it up. Just let's fuck. A lot of them are getting in relationships, wanting to be loved, and then are shown that like, okay, this nigga's too young to know how to love. And then they get their feelings hurt so much, then they just ready to settle down with any fucking body. But I don't think women are just out here like, oh, I just want to fuck. Like, niggas is just wanting to fuck. Y'all just come out the womb like, let's fuck. women are wanting to be loved.
Could it be that, during those young tenderoni years, nobody's ever good enough for black women? They just say, you know what? He doesn't have a car. He doesn't have his own place. Well, baby, I'm going to college. I'm trying to amount to something. I haven't gotten to where I was going yet. I just want you to love me on the way there.
That's not true. Please. The younger you are, the more you're willing to accept anything. Like
that's a damn lie.
When you are younger, oh, he ain't got no car, it's okay. When you get a little bit older, when you in your like late 20s,
I'm
30s,
talking about the fine ones. I'm talking about the fine ones that's getting they pick of the litter.
Them the same ones
that's fucking off the chain.
No, but them the same ones that will accept. How many times have you seen a super fine ass woman like, damn, what's she doing with him? They getting played too, so don't even act like that. Like, it's a lot of women out here that will accept you, especially when they're younger, because you don't know as much. You stupid. You just like, oh, I love him. He ain't got no car. He still live with his mama. But you like, oh, we young. You know what I'm saying?
So why ain't you settle down with all your men when you was younger then? Why didn't you just say, you need to marry me?
Was some hoes. They was some hoes and they was young trying to figure out where they wanted to put their dick, and I could not. Okay? I did not want to deal with that. Plus, my mom, she had me at 15, right? So I was just always drilled into, just don't do this, don't do that, don't have that. So I feel like
scarred you for life to hold on forever.
So I think I just kind of seen things a little bit differently. So I would just up and leave a nigga, but I ain't gonna act like I ain't have my stupid days where I'm just staying with somebody. But I was quick to leave. Like, you don't do it, I don't like that. Okay, bye.
So answer me this then: if a woman's 35 years old and she still wants what she wants, doesn't she understand that the other men that are 35 are already taken if they are the super men that they want? Or do you still think that a guy is going to be available and faithful and ready to go at 35?
Times have changed, B.
Talk to me, because I've been married and up in the shelf.
Millennials are just not getting married or having babies. Like, I don't know what it is. Yeah, because, it's like it's weird right now. I don't know what's going on. But I do think at a certain point, you just ready to, like, settle down. Like, when it's like that, that 30 itch. Like, I need to have me a baby. I need to get married, da-da-da. I think those times have changed where people are just not as concerned about the 30 itch anymore. So they
Could it be because this world is just so messed up, people don't even want to bring kids into the world no more? Is that what's going on?
I think it is because, like, there's a whole, like, plant community I was reading, like, and it's with black people. It's not just like other people with other races or whatever. Like, people they're like, oh, this is my baby, plant babies or dogs and stuff. People are opting to have plants and animals versus actually having children.
Yes, yeah.
So it's weird times that we are in.
Okay. So as the player whisperer, Erin Rae, what advice do you got for these men out here on how to score touchdowns instead of just looking crazy?
Stop being lame. And I don't mean like nerdy lame. I mean like you ain't got to pull up in somebody else's car to get no woman, because eventually guess what? She's going to find out that that's not your car. And you think, oh, by the time she find out I got her, she in love. She will still leave your ass.
I think this is the issue that folks is really having. Because women are saying what they wanting, but they always settling for less. So folks is tired of the perception that women want to have this mega man and they're willing to settle for a regular man. And it's like, well, how about you just go ahead and go after the regular man to begin with, so that a regular man can be happy when he finds your regular woman ass, and we can all be regularly happy.
That would be nice in an ideal world, but I think we all got to go through certain things to see what we really want. Like I said, it was that one relationship that really taught me like how I want to be treated by a man. So I had to go through situations and relationships to see all the things that I didn't want. So if you are broke your whole life, right?
That's right.
You don't want to marry broke too. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you got that mindset, because there's some people out here that stay broke their whole life and just happy broke. More power to you. But some people are like, I've been broke my whole life. I want something more. I want somebody that is with me that wants more. I don't want that life. So I get that as well. But you have to go through certain things, just like me. And y'all got to go through certain things to find like, okay, So I know a lot of guys growing up that was like players, had all the women. Now they're older. They're like, shit, I done been there, done that. I just want one. Yeah. So women have to go through that same type of thing too. It's just women don't have to go through a lot of dicks to, figure that out. Some women just like, okay, I just don't like feeling like this.
Women always act like they're not going through a lot of dicks, but they're going through a lot of dicks.
Because you know what? A lot of times you're not though. Like,
stop it.
A lot of
because
times
women love to act like they only been with 3 people their whole life, knowing damn well it's about 55,000.
I mean,
So why is it that women won't tell the truth to men about their past?
Do you want to hear about the past? No, be honest. Do you really want to hear about that past?
Yes, so I can know what I'm getting myself into.
No, you don't. No, you really don't. Because I don't think a lot of times men can handle that past. You done found you a fine ass woman. She everything you ever wanted in life. You find out she done fucked maybe 2-3 friends. She done been ran through. She got all these different things. But now she's a good ass woman, man. She go to church faithfully. She can preach the word to you. You know what I'm saying? She makes you feel good. But every time you kiss her now, you thinking about your friend. You couldn't handle her fucking past, so she left it out. You didn't need to hear about it.
But what if that past comes back to bite that ass?
We'll deal with it then. We're going to be in love right now.
Oh, my God.
It ain't no, oh my God.
Oh my God.
No.
So you'll have me out here walking around with you. You done been with everybody in the room except for me because I'm dating your ass. And then I have to find out later on that I'm the biggest fool ever born?
What they say in church, thank God I don't look like what I've been through. I'm presented totally different these days.
So what should you do? So should it even matter then? Should all men just accept women regardless of their body count and just be like, you know what, fuck it, just come on in here.
We accept y'all because of y'all body count. Like there's no woman out here that's like, oh, he done had 50 partners, I don't want to be with him. Like, no, we accept y'all for everything that comes with that. So why can't y'all accept us?
Well, why can't y'all accept yourselves enough to let us know to accept y'all as you are?
No, but that's the thing. We accepted ourselves enough to know that you can't handle it. So we just leave it in the past.
No, you don't leave it in the past because it's going to creep up on that ass.
It's left.
And it's going to bite up on that ass.
No, it's not.
Why do you think it's not going to come back?
Why would it come back?
Because those people are going to
No, that doesn't happen. That rarely happens. It rarely happens. And in that case, y'all wasn't supposed to get together, probably.
So why do you feel like that rarely happens then, Erin Rae?
Because, like, honestly, who I was then and who I am now. So if you was the hoe then and you done changed your life, you're not hanging around all them people that you was hoeing with no more. So my circle's different. I'm running with different people. So most likely I'm not coming into any contact with those people to be able to run back and tell you anything.
But can that zebra change its stripes? If it was hoeing then, why is it not hoeing now?
Why do anybody change? Because they want to. You know what I'm saying? So if I was a hoe then, and I'm like, okay, well, that wasn't getting me nowhere. I'm tired of being a hoe. I want to live a better life. Okay, I changed. Just like me, and they like, okay, I done had every woman I ever wanted. Now I just want to settle down.
But some folks just act like if it's in them, it's in them.
I don't think so. I don't think so all the time. I think that, there's life circumstances that happen that change people,
I feel that.
And you just, some people have kids, women have kids maybe, and they're just like, okay, I want to be a better person for my child. Different things. I feel like things happen in life for people to decide they want to do different.
Should a man treat a woman as nice as he possibly can, or will that be taken as a sign of weakness?
I hate that it would be taken as a sign of weakness, but you can't treat nobody that good. You treat them good, but not that good. Because, people they start to run all over you. Like,
no, you don't have to run over me. No, you don't have to run over somebody. You can still be happy and be nice and cordial treat somebody with respect.
You can treat somebody with respect. You can love them. You can be nice. I just don't feel like, always being the nice guy and the nice woman gets you too many places. Like, you got to know when to put your foot down and be like, okay, I ain't going for that. No. Because a lot of times, what happens is these really, really nice guys, they're so nice and they just doing everything, and then all of a sudden they just blow the fuck up and they ready to chop you up into a million pieces and eat your fucking body parts because they're tired of being done dirty. So it's just like, no, you got to know how to stand up for yourself as well. I feel like you can treat people right.
At what time should a man stand up for himself in a relationship?
Whenever the fuck he feels like he should. Like, if you feel like somebody is running all over you or taking your kindness for weakness, then yeah, stand up for yourself.
At what times are women playing with the man, waiting on him to stand up for himself that he didn't think that he needed to stand up for himself at because he was just trying to love her and be happy, but she wanted him to stand up and start some shit back with her?
When you got that type of woman that like some, a little toxic in a relationship, I feel like people act like they're so oblivious to the person that they with. No, you like a chick that's with the rah-rah. Give her the rah-rah if that's what you know what I'm saying? I know opposites attract. So, sometimes real nice guys attract mean-ass women or mean-ass women, like it does happen. But if you got that type of chick, every once in a while, put her ass in her place. Like, and I'm sure she'd be like, okay.
Why should I have to put a grown-ass person in their place? Why don't they just stay in their damn seat?
Because we all need rules. All of us. That's why it's rules out here in this world. Like, if there was no rules, the world would just be going wild. So I think, sometimes people just be reminded of certain things.